It is my privilege today to introduce to you Terry Lemerond, who is a natural health expert with over 45 years of experience. He has owned health food stores, he has founded incredibly successful dietary supplement companies, and formulated over 400 products. Terry was the first person to introduce the concept of botanical standardization and natural products that continue to be top sellers, such as glucosamine sulfate, IT6, and standardized ginkgo biloba. Terry is also a published author and appears on radio, television, and is a frequent guest speaker at various media outlets. Terry is on a mission to improve health with the very best that nature and science have to offer. So thank you for joining us, and here is Terry.
And greetings, everyone, and welcome to our webinar. Thank you for coming on board with us. Today we're going to be talking about grape seed extract. If all of you have been following me in the past, and many of you have been followers of my terrytalksnutrition.com website, some of the books I have published, my radio shows, know that I love curcumin. Curcumin has been billed as the natural medicine of the 21st century. It's a phenomenal product. And the reason that I mention that is because this is the decade of curcumin. It has grown to unbelievable heights of percentages of growth. Most botanicals are sold today and are growing about 5 or 6% per year. And curcumin is growing at about 30%, far outstripping all of the other botanicals, because it has such a wide following for its medicinal benefits, from the average person on the street to top experts in the field of botanical research, to scientists at institutions around the world such as Baylor University, MD Anderson Hospital, Cancer Treatment Center in Houston, Texas, University of Alabama, and many, many more. And the reason why I bring this up before I talk about grapeseed extract is to give you kind of a position of where curcumin is today. This is a decade of curcumin. In the 1990s, grapeseed extract was the medicinal medicine of that decade. But what happened to it? It's still on store shelves, but we don't see it in the media. We don't hear about it in any type of publications. Stores carry it just in case somebody wants to buy it, but there is no real emphasis behind the studies on grapeseed extract. And this is what happens to many, many of our wonderful plant medicines that have been really what I think disgraced in the United States. These natural medicines are really registered medicines and drugs in Europe. And they do have to register them, and they do have to have scientific validation behind these kinds of botanical medicines. This happens to many of our plants because in the 1990s, when grapeseed extract came out, it was very highly respected by scientists around the world, tremendously good research coming out of the University of Colorado, University of Alabama, and around the world. But it was a very, well, I shouldn't say very high price, but it was a substantially high priced product compared to many other herbs on the market. It was highly standardized. It came from a really good natural product. It was the natural medicine of the 1990s. But like every plant on the earth that is highly respected and is quite expensive, there is going to be someone who's going to try to reduce the price, because that becomes their marketing strategy, is lower the price, lower the price. Well, every time you continue to try to lower the price, something's missing. Something has to go. Something filters out. Something goes down the drain. Something is lost in trying to discount products that are highly respected, highly prized, and fairly expensive. So as the price gets lower, you find a less quality product. And this happens very often in many botanicals. In grapeseed extract, we have various sizes of molecules. We have very large molecules and very small molecules. The very large molecules are called condensed tannins. We don't absorb them systemically. They stay within the intestinal tract. They don't have any biological value, but they are still part of the grapeseed extract. They are still OPCs. They are still components of the grapeseed extract, only we don't absorb them. So you can have a grapeseed extract that is 100% condensed tannins, which are unabsorbable, and you can sell it for a very low price because the condensed tannins are they don't have any value. In fact, tannins were used to tan leather. They're astringents. When you drink wine or drink tea and there's a high level of tannins, you can taste that astringent taste. It kind of puckers your mouth. It's sour. It's dry. Dry wine have a lot of tannins. It gives body and taste, but they don't have any biological value. So as you lower the price, you increase the tannins, and the product became very inexpensive. And here's my dilemma. You know, the most expensive product in the world is the very low, inexpensive product, the very cheap product, but doesn't have any value, doesn't bring any results. So it's still very expensive because no matter how cheap it is, it's a waste of money. It's better to buy a good, high-quality product that has a good, even though it might be highly priced. Why are we buying products? Why are we buying something like grapeseed extract? Why are we buying curcumin? Many of the people are buying curcumin and grapeseed extract because they believe in them and they believe there's going to be some results by taking these products. But if you can't deliver results, why take the product? And cheap products don't usually deliver the goods. They don't deliver results. So you want something that is a highly standardized, high-quality product that delivers results at a really fair price. But when you lower the price, something always has to be done to the product to bring the price down. It's been estimated that 80 to 85% of all the grapeseed extract in America comes from China. We don't know the quality of the product. And most companies buy products that have the lowest price so they can lower the price to get more sales. But why are we in business? We're in business to sell good products through the health food industry. So I think grapeseed extract will rival curcumin. There are many wonderful attributes to grapeseed extract that are exactly the same as curcumin, and even more so for lowering blood pressure, for supporting cardiovascular conditions, for improving heart function. There are many results, and some of those we'll see today because grapes go back thousands of years. Wine, grapes are in the Bible. Ancient Egyptians used grapes to treat everything from constipation to cancer. In the modern era, researchers began to link increased wine consumption to protection against heart disease, which was known as the French paradox. The French consume a lot of fats. Everybody around the world has, especially in the United States, low fats, no fats, skim off the fats, artificial fats, synthetic fats, but get rid of the fats. In France, butter, cream, eggs, all these are wonderful products that are consumed liberally by the French, but they don't have the heart disease, the heart attacks that we do have in the United States. Why? Well, it goes back to drinking wine. More grapes in the diet. So that is the French paradox. And all parts of the grape plant contain beneficial compounds. That means the leaf, the fruit, the skin, and the seeds, which has the highest concentration of the anthocyanidins or the proanthocyanidins, which are the active components unofficially known as OPCs. So this is very important for us. So the health benefits of grapeseed. You got to think about drugs don't normally give these kinds of benefits. A drug is one molecule. It affects one pathway in the body. When you look at curcumin and grapeseed, they affect many, many, many pathways at multiple levels of those pathways all simultaneously. So it's like a pharmacy in a capsule. Grapeseed decreases the risk of heart disease, neutralizes cancer-causing free radicals, reduces high blood pressure, prevents age-related skin damage, reduces high blood sugar levels, increases focus and concentration, and many other studies for brain function, even including lowering the risk of Alzheimer's disease. So what makes it work? Oligomeric proanthocyanidins, or OPCs. Now, OPCs is the combination of all of these molecules. Oligomeric proanthocyanidins is the name of all of these molecules, small and large. But the large ones do not have any biological value. They're not absorbable. So how can you get more benefit in a very high quality product? The best way to do it is look for products that have all those tannins filtered out, which have no value. And then you will have a very powerful antioxidant, and it's water soluble. Where you have in curcumin, which is fat soluble, much more difficult to be absorbed, but it can be absorbed, especially if you find some forms of curcumin that have been blended with turmeric oil or turmeric essential oils, along with tumerones that are found in the oil. Curcumin is found in the powdered extract from the root. So now you have a fat soluble and a water soluble, and in this case, the grapeseed is water soluble, which helps the body produce glutathione, the master detoxifier of the body, the master antioxidant that protects DNA and strengthens the immune system. 37% increase in total glutathione levels in healthy animals and double the glutathione levels in animals eating poor quality diets. 58% increase in liver antioxidant levels, animal model of the impaired liver function. And now new research finds that OPCs from grapeseed work on the cellular level as well to help prevent the genetic changes that will lead to the formation of cancer cells. Grapeseed inhibits IPO-YAP. That's a pathway to stop colon cancer. This is new research from Baylor University, the first of its kind. The researchers at Baylor were blown away when they came upon this research. This was an animal study, so it's a very good in vivo study. Researchers exposed colon cancer cells to a specific tannin-free grapeseed extract, tannin-free, because tannins aren't absorbed. They don't have any biological value, so why have them in your product? Or why have them in a grapeseed extract? Containing only the small, active, absorbable, beneficial OPC compounds. Now, the result of that study, 70 to 80% reduction in the number of liver cancer cells, live cancer cells. And in an animal model of colon cancer, the same grapeseed extract suppresses the growth of tumors by up to 90%. There's good research coming out of Baylor University on grapeseed extract, the University of Alabama, the University of Colorado, some very, very strong, good studies. And now they are coming up into the thousands of studies with grapeseed extract. I think between curcumin and grapeseed, you have about 15,000 clinical studies. Grapeseed reduces blood pressure and prevents heart disease, reduces blood pressure levels, 6% reduction in high blood pressure levels in men with pre-hypertension, 8% decrease in blood pressure in adults and metabolic syndrome, with a dosage of 300 milligrams of grapeseed extract daily for 4 weeks. 4 weeks. Now, with this being said, if you're on blood pressure medication, don't go off and go on a grapeseed extract. Blood pressure is dangerous. High blood pressure is dangerous. Talk to your doctor. If you want to go on to something natural and try it, then work with your doctor. Talk to your doctor. Say, look, I don't want to be on blood pressure medication anymore. I know it has side effects. I know it's valuable for me, but I would rather do it. I want to do it something naturally. So I want to try grapeseed extract. Will you work with me? I don't want you to just stop your medication and go on grapeseed extract. That would be foolhardy. You got to do it intelligently, but you can do it naturally. A meta-analysis, that means they've taken 16 studies in this case, and they studied what those 16 studies meant together, and then came up with one study analysis based on the 16 studies on grapeseed extract and high blood pressure, found that an average of 6-point decrease in the systolic blood pressure levels. That's the number above. When you say 120 over 80, the 120 is the systolic. So that came down by 6 points. Reduced risk factors for heart disease. 15% decrease in inflammatory triglyceride levels. Now that's the bad fat. Triglycerides are made from carbohydrates and sugar. The triglycerides are more damaging to the heart and to the arteries than cholesterol. This is done in premenopausal women after 4 weeks of use, 15% decrease. In a 24-month clinical trial on arterial plaque formation, arterial plaque score based on size and number of detectable plaque decreased approximately 30% versus a small increase in the control group. So they took two groups of people. The control group took nothing. The other group took grapeseed extract. You have a endothelium in the inner lining of the artery. That endothelium keeps thickening over time, and as it thickens, that means it's like putting mud in a hose. So the more mud that cakes in the diameter of the hose closes off the diameter of the hose, so less water comes out because it's clogged with mud. Well, many people have their arteries clogged not with mud, but with plaque. And as that plaque thickens, that endothelium thickens, then there's less blood going through, so the heart has to increase the pressure to push the blood through. Now, in a 20-month, now you say 24 months, oh my gosh, 24 months. Well, listen, folks, it might be 60 or 70 years of abuse that created the plaque in the arteries, so you have to expect at least 12 to 24 months to have a significant effect of reducing that plaque or the endothelium tissue, or the thickening of the endothelial tissue. So 30%, while the control group that took nothing still had, what I saw from the last study, increased by 9%. So that's huge benefits. Grapeseed reduces blood pressure and prevents heart disease. That's a major factor. That's what you want to keep in mind. Grapeseed extract reduces blood sugar levels and prevents diabetes. So you're getting all these, when doctors look at these things, they think, how can that all be, how can grapeseed extract have all these benefits? Because they're so accustomed to their drugs that has only one very small, like tunnel vision specific pathway function, because it's only one molecule. Natural plants have thousands of molecules. And in this case, 75% reduction in blood sugar levels. Return blood sugar to near normal levels, and this was in an animal model of diabetes. In healthy volunteers, peak blood sugar levels were almost 20% lower after taking grapeseed extract versus control group 30 minutes after eating a high carbohydrate diet or meal. Kidney cells, pre-treated with grapeseed monomers. Monomers is a group of compounds, molecules, that are found in the small molecules of the grapeseed extract and the oligomers, and then exposed to high levels of glucose, had oxidative stress levels of 45% lower than control cells, and 30% reduction in A1C levels. Animal model of diabetes. Now, when you look at these and you compare these to drugs, but here's the problem. Not every grapeseed extract is the same. But you can label every form of grapeseed extract exactly the same, but they are not the same. We are all humans, right? But we are not all the same. We are all different. We don't look alike. We don't do things alike. Our digestive system is not alike. Our intestinal tract is not alike. We are all unique as snowflakes. And every product on the shelf of a health food store that labels products grapeseed extract are as different as snowflakes. You can't. How can that be? Because every plant that is growing takes on the phytochemicals, that means the plant chemicals, based on the environment in which it is grown. Because of the soil, because of the amount or lack of water, because of the time of harvesting, the time of production, the time of way it is extracted, the way it is standardized. So you have to look for high quality, tannin-free French grapeseed extract, because that is the ideal source of these components from grapeseed. Grapeseed is beneficial for all types of chronic diseases. Studies on arthritis. 70% reduction in rheumatoid arthritis scores, including the number of swollen, tender joints in an animal model. Diseases of the veins or circulatory system, varicose veins, poor circulation. In a clinical study on chronic venous insufficiency, like the varicose veins, heavy, tired legs, itchy skin on the legs. When you get home and you say, my legs are killing me, you may not see the varicose veins, but that's what's killing your legs. When you get home after being on your feet all day, and sometimes you want to just put your feet up higher than, you elevate them higher than your body, because you're trying to get all the blood to come back into the circulatory system, because they have pooled in the ankles, pooled in the feet. And now you have swollen ankles, swollen feet, and this all happens because of the blood and fluid going to the bottom of the legs. They don't have the ability to be pumped back up. 80% of patients experience elimination of itching, common occurrence with varicose veins, even if you can't see them. They're internal. And 53% had elimination of pain with significant results after just 10 days of treatment. Vision problems, including macular degeneration. Over a 30% reduction in retinal cell death in diabetic animals given grapeseed extract versus control animals. Diabetic retinopathy. Eyesight in diabetics, very, very precious. There are more blind diabetics versus the other percentage of population. Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia. In tests of learning and memory, grapeseed extract improved performance by 30 to 60% in an animal model of Alzheimer's disease. What about pine bark? This is another source of OPCs. But there's a few things that make grapeseed extract even a better source than pine bark, but the combination of the two together would be phenomenal. Clinical studies showing efficacy. Major difference. Pine bark does not contain gallic acid, one of the most active compounds associated only with grapeseed, not pine bark, but only with grapeseed as health benefits. In a cell study looking at how the plaque and tangles, that's what forms in the brain. It's like mortar between the tile. It prevents the communication of cells in the brain because the plaque and the tangles known as the beta amyloid plaque and the tau, TAU, which are the tangles of Alzheimer's disease progression, and exposure to gallic acid completely stopped plaque formation. That's why if you could get a combination of curcumin and grapeseed extract, what a combination. You've got fat soluble, water soluble, and you've got the best of, I think these are the two best medicines in the world. Up to 53% reduction in blood sugar levels after treatment with gallic acid, animal model also of diabetes. These are all animal studies, but that paves the way for human studies. They'll be coming. What's in your grapeseed extract? Well, researchers purchased 21 grapeseed extract product at retail stores and online. Each sample was tested to determine if it was real grapeseed extract and whether it was potent. That means the amount of the active compounds, the proanthocyanidins, and the result, 50% of the products were completely fake or subpotent. Are you buying products like this? That's what I mean. When products get cheap, there's a reason. And that's why you don't see people buying a lot of grapeseed extract, because when products got cheap, what happens? Cheap products, because the price is so low and people want to buy it, why not? If you could buy a high quality product at a low price, go for it, right? I think it makes only sense, right? But if you're buying a low quality product at a low price, which that's the reason why they're low priced, that puts the high quality, high priced product out of business. And then eventually the low priced product, the low quality product, puts itself out of business because nobody's getting results with it, so it just stops being an attractive purchase. So in the 1990s, it started to fail because the Chinese got into the market. They started producing tons of grapeseed extract, and it was very, very poor quality. So out of all these products, out of 21, 6 products were potent grapeseed extract. 6. 9 products were very, very low potency, barely any OPCs, were probably grapeseed mixed with peanut skin, because peanut skin has a small measure of OPCs. And 6 products had no grapeseed extract. They were entirely peanut skin extract. This is, to me, a crime. You're cheating the customers. You're cheating the people that read the science. They read the information on colon cancer out of the University of Colorado. They found at the University of Colorado that in stage 4 colon cancer, grapeseed extract was far more effective than any drug, did not have many side effects, and did not damage the healthy cells that surrounded the cancer. It just attacked the cancer cells, and not at a very high potency. 150 milligrams, maybe twice a day. So price is no guide. The products with no grapeseed extract at all were equal the price or more expensive than the authentic grapeseed extracts. You're getting ripped off. You got to know what to buy. You got to know how to shop. It's amazing how people are taking advantage of the consumers. So now get real deal grapeseed extract. You want the oligomeric proanthocyanidins, OPCs. I know it says, I'm sure many of you people won't walk into a store and say, hey, I want some oligomeric proanthocyanidins. I don't even say it right every time. So walk in there and say, I want your cannon-free OPCs. Low molecular weight, easy absorption, significant health benefits. Fakes and low potency extracts contain polymeric proanthocyanidins, which means tannins, condensed tannins. They have no value. They are high molecular weight, so big we can't absorb them to the intestinal wall. You know, the intestinal wall is only 1 cell thick, and we can't even get them through that. Poor absorption. No comparisons to the documented health benefits of the science on OPCs. But still sold as beneficial grapeseed extract, although it does not contain the same benefits as OPCs. So some studies were done with 150 milligrams. In some animal studies on cancer at the University of Colorado, they went as high as 1,200 milligrams daily. So look for grape seeds that are tannin-free, or grapeseed formulations, or grapeseed capsules, or however you shop. But look for them. Make sure that they are French grapeseed extract. That specifies they are not Chinese. They are French. They come from the French vineyards. in Bordeaux in the southern part of France, where all the best quality of Chardonnay grapes are growing. And then 150 to 600 milligrams daily.